In January 2024, police stopped a man in Porto Torres, Italy. In his bag was over a kilogram of heroin, specifically white heroin, the purest kind that only comes from one place, the region where Thailand, Laos, and Myanmar converge.
I want to say this, actually. I never heard about this before.
A few months later, India's Coast Guard found over 5 kilograms of methamphetamine on this boat registered in Myanmar. And 3 months after that, authorities rescued more than 7,000 people from a cyber scam center, also in Myanmar.
They give us client number. We make relationship with him. When client say, I love you, then we start wash his brain.
Right now, a flood of drugs, crime, and other illicit materials are coming from Myanmar, which the Organized Crime Index now ranks as the new crime capital of the world.
Wait, really?
It's a shocking reversal for a country that just a few years ago was being celebrated for its democratic transformation.
The country has fallen deeper and deeper into a dystopia. The economy has collapsed. The country has become a source of refugees and misery. But along the way, also of a lot of criminal activity.
Alright. A source? What do you mean? A source?
The economy has collapsed. The country has become a source of
Wait, a source of refugees? What does that mean? People are going there, or people are going away?
refugees and misery. But along the way, also of a lot of criminal activity.
Away.
So why is so much crime concentrated in Myanmar? And is anyone looking for a solution, or are they making it worse?
Interesting.
Many of Myanmar's problems began before it was an independent country. For more than 50 years, it was a British colony called Burma. During World War II, it was the site of vicious fighting.
Blasting the Jap with bomb and shell, they're holding open the Burma Road of the air.
In 1948, the Burmese won independence, but the new government faced a challenge. Its people were divided into several ethnic groups, and many wanted autonomy. Some formed ethnic militias. Then after just a decade, the Burmese military toppled the government, seized control, and started fighting the militias. This conflict would last for decades, and would make it impossible for Burma to build a legitimate economy.
It should be one of the richest countries in Southeast Asia because in many ways its natural endowment is quite spectacular.
Sean Turnell is an economist and former advisor to Myanmar's opposition leader Aung San Suu Kyi.
Unfortunately, though, it's just fallen by the wayside because of these constant interventions of the military. And they bring into the country a very doctrinaire version of state socialism. And so Myanmar becomes one of the poorest countries on the earth.
In the absence of a legitimate economy, many Burmese people instead made a living in the illegal economy. In the remote Shan state, that meant growing opium. It's the main ingredient in heroin, and up here, far from the military's control, drug lords grew a ton of it. Opium production picked up as heroin became more popular. Shan State, along with parts of Laos and Thailand, became...
Just because of destabilizing agents and whatever, dude, the system isn't bad. It's gonna work next time. It's because this one is because, and the other one is because of the, whatever this, and the other one...
known as the Golden Triangle,
the next
most
time it'll be
productive
better.
area for opium
Dude,
in the world
you get
behind
it?
Afghanistan. The opium trade added fuel to Burma's conflict.
I'm enjoying
The
this.
military government allowed proxy militias to sell opium abroad in exchange for their loyalty, while ethnic militias taxed or trafficked opium and used the revenue to buy weapons and raise armies.
Hidden in the jungles of Burma is an army, 15,000 strong. These men are training for combat like soldiers everywhere. Only this is a private army, financed by drug money.
In the 2000s, the ethnic militias, along with economic sanctions imposed by other countries,
How's it then to take? I don't agree with the philosophical foundation behind the system. I don't agree with it.
pressured the military to make
Communism,
some
whatever.
reforms.
I don't agree with it.
It released political prisoners like
I'm not mad
Aung
at it.
San
Just
Suu
saying I don't agree
Kyi,
with it.
and even allowed her party, the National League for Democracy, to run in elections. In 2015, the NLD won a majority, and Aung San Suu Kyi became the de facto leader of the country. since renamed Myanmar. Her government worked to reduce violence and crime. It even reduced opium production. For the first time in decades, elected leaders were making progress in Myanmar. But the military wouldn't let them get far.
This woman is recording a workout video, all while a military coup is going on behind her.
More episodes of SP means more research, which means traversing the internet, which means incognito data is in power, but the military is not far away.
Democracy comes, but the overall constitution still allowed immense say of the military. They completely controlled not only their own budget and all the other security forces like the police and the courts and all that, but also an ability to intervene at any point of their choosing.
The military chose February 1st, 2021.
They appear to have moved today to neutralize the government.
Aung San Suu Kyi and other civilian leaders have been detained.
At least 90 people have been shot dead in Myanmar.
After the military seized back power, some of Aung San Suu Kyi's supporters formed a shadow government with an armed wing. Then the military launched attacks all over the country, reigniting Myanmar's civil war. This time, it's deadlier than ever. In 4 years, the war has killed 75,000 people and displaced 3 million. In 2025, a massive earthquake struck Myanmar, destroying what little economy there was left.
That's fucking awful.
Now, there are hundreds of armed groups fighting in this war, but they mostly fall into 3 categories. There's the military and its proxy militias, the pro-democracy rebels and allied ethnic militias, and the ethnic militias not aligned with either side.
Dude, chat, is this not like, I hate to use a gaming term for something serious, but isn't it like, it's like a full PvP zone though? I don't get it. There's ethnic militias everywhere, there's a bunch of shit going on. Bro, this is the worst case scenario. This is a complete anarchy.
Each of these groups control chunks of territory.
Oh, PvP
where they are
and
protecting
PvE. So yeah, okay, makes
and
sense.
even relying on criminal enterprises to stay in the fight.
Got it.
In Shan State, the military and militias are once again turning to opium, but so are armed groups in the north and west. The result is more than twice as much opium is being produced in Myanmar today than before the coup, and twice as much opium as Afghanistan, making it the world's
Like a
leading
risk game,
producer. But militias in Shan and Kachin State are also fostering a new drug trade. Synthetic drugs, particularly methamphetamine. Drug lords are importing precursor chemicals and equipment from China and India to make pills, like ketamine, and this caffeine meth combo called yaba. Now
Chat, I don't understand it. Chat, I thought they were saying that the precursor from China was like stopping or getting like regulated or like they were like doing better with it. Dude, this shit is a fucking lie. I mean, clearly, like I don't get it. They don't sanction the people that are uploading fucking precursor. This shit's been fucking off the rails everywhere.
Myanmar is the leading producer of synthetic drugs too. But not every group relies on drugs. Both the military and militias are illegally mining jade. It's a precious stone found in the north of Myanmar. So many mines are popping up there that the land is literally collapsing.
Very few survived the initial landslide. More than 250 people died in similar accidents in Myanmar's jade mines last year.
Armed groups are profiting by selling the jade to customers in China and India. Despite the war, 70% of the world's jade now comes from Myanmar.
Yeah.
The military.
Yeah, what if it's a way to just throw a wrench everywhere? I mean, if everybody's countries is fucking dissolving or whatever, right? And all you have to do is just give them some fucking precursor. Oh, whatever. Some chemical that we got a bunch of, whatever. Yeah, you can have it. And everybody fucking self-destruct. I mean, Jesus Christ. No.
And militias are
sense,
also
no?
profiting from illegal gold mines, rare earth mineral mines, and timber. Anything valuable in Myanmar, they're selling off. But some groups are profiting by bringing a new criminal enterprise into Myanmar.
The buildings you can see behind me, that's one of maybe up to 30.
Since we're watching short propaganda now, don't just eat it up. Yo, I'm watching the video, but I've also followed closely with the China precursor thing, right? I think at this point, I mean, it's kind of deliberate. It has to be deliberate.
Scam compounds.
It's a multi-billion-dollar crime industry.
The scam phone call.
They persuade people all over the world to part with their savings.
Online scam centers were originally formed by criminal groups in China. But when the Chinese government cracked down, many fled across the border to Myanmar. There, they found the military and some militias were willing to protect them in exchange for a cut of their profits.
Dude, is there no other thing than scamming? Dude, is there no other activity possible than just scamming? This is have to go and transfer country, fucking get a new base, just all for scamming, dude.
Once protected, scam centers spread along the Thai border and further inland. Now, scam centers are flourishing. One study estimates Southeast Asia scam centers have swindled $75 billion out of people. And the UN estimates there are more than 120,000 people being forced to work in them. Many are among the millions in Myanmar displaced by the war.
I receive punch every day. We were working for 18 hours without salary. They didn't allow us to contact our family.
Myanmar's military, ethnic militias, and armed groups are using all this crime to buy weapons and fuel the war. The victims, though, are all over the world. Ethiopians, Indonesians, even Brazilians have been rescued from scam centers.
What the?
Ethiopians, Indonesians, even Brazilians have been rescued from scam centers. And over 40,000 Americans have been scammed out of $3.5 billion. All while heroin and meth floods foreign streets. Myanmar's...
Dude, with the rise of AI, this will cause such a massive wave of accelerationism. I've been using this term a lot, but I believe in it a lot. I've been saying this for fucking years, that AI is going to cause accelerationism across multiple systems, like, rapidly. Because people can use AI, to trick people in various ways, and they're going to have to hunker down security in so many ways. But that will cause a lot of damage on the way in, though.
Neighbors, Thailand and India, are launching raids into Myanmar.
Especially with the developed countries, let's be honest, because they're the targets that
the rest of the world isn't taking much action.
Myanmar has been forgotten. And what worries me is that there's many other countries as well who just find Myanmar a nuisance.
One of those countries is the United States. In the 2020s, the U.S. gave Myanmar more than $200 million a year to support refugee camps, pro-democracy organizations, and education. But in 2025, the Trump administration cut that aid.
In my understanding, maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I think it is. It's whenever you have a certain status quo, you have a certain situation, right? And then let's say the world is going to look like a certain way, like later into the future, right? It's something that causes things to get there faster. It accelerates the rates of progression towards the next and the new thing, whatever. It's a law or a system or a patch or a fix, or whatever. That's what it is.
Down to just $4 million.
Is that what it is?
And as the U.S. steps away from Myanmar, China is stepping in. The scam centers are a big problem for China. Many of them target and even abduct Chinese citizens. An uproar erupted when this famous Chinese actor was rescued from one. So China's backing some militias along its border who launch attacks and close the scam centers. But at the same time, China is supporting the militia's enemy, Myanmar's military. China's given the military fighter jets, drones, and missiles, and more than $3 billion in assistance. Supporting both sides is a way for China to protect its own interests. China relies on Myanmar to access the Indian Ocean and is getting the military and militias to protect a key oil pipeline. But it's also a way for China to keep Myanmar under its thumb. Southeast Asian countries are choosing between China and the US. While Myanmar is firmly on China's side, it could drift towards the US if pro-democracy militias win the war. So China's supporting anyone who will stop them. In August, China endorsed Myanmar's military's announcement that it would hold elections later this year. But it will ban the NLD, and so many view the elections as a sham, even a plan engineered by China. Ultimately, China wants to protect its own influence in Myanmar, even if it extends the war, the crime, and the suffering of a country whose...
It kind of sucks, but these videos have so many topics in so many depths and levels that, like, you have to just watch it and kind of... I'm remaining critical in the information, but at the same time, it's like, it's not that you have to trust some level of integrity to see the video. Otherwise, there's just so many things.
Crisis is only getting worse.
I don't even know.
The military are hanging on by being specially
Is this
brutal.
propaganda?
They
Is this real? Is this true? Is this
target
accurate?
civilian populations to
there's
spread
so many
the horror,
points. Like that's so
spread
many
the
history
terror.
behind it. Like
So I'm afraid there's more of that to come.
I think I remain aware that
All right,
I'm
thanks for
only
watching
getting
another
one side. I'm only getting one side of the picture. And I always keep that in mind when watching these videos. Always 100%. Interesting. You know what I'm saying? I was flying closely. No, not that. The other thing.